fuck's going on, YouTube? It's Friday, baby. Nice drive home, get a little break. Hit the mic right there, you're gonna hear that for sure. Today in my daily watch, I caught 3 videos. I don't know what's going on, why there's all from today. People talking about taxes, and I already made a video kind of talking about it, but I love talking about taxes. Oh my God, I love taxes. And by that I mean I fucking hate taxes and fuck the IRS and all that. But I want to talk about it because the last video I watched about it had my boy's name's Clear Value Tax on YouTube, and he makes financial content, but he's like an actual tax advisor, CPM or whatever. And he basically was saying he doesn't enjoy higher taxes. I mean, I don't know who does, blah, blah, blah. That was the whole point of the video. Basically, taxes keep going up. People are starting to feel it. People are getting pissed off. But about halfway through the video, he brings up that he had a lady's taxes that he did a couple years back. And he did her taxes, and it was back during when Trump was in office, is what he says. And he says, when they came to the table and sat down to look at her taxes, he's like, here's how much money you saved, blah, blah, blah. Like, these tax cuts basically that went into effect under Trump saved you this much money. And she got mad. What the fuck are you talking? You're mad about it? I almost thought he was just bullshitting around. Like, I thought he was going to, like, be like, no, I'm just kidding. Something like that. He said it's real. Like, obviously, I don't know. I don't know him personally, and I don't know this chick, but if we're taking his word for it, it's not beyond my comprehension that somebody's that fucking stupid. I mean, I don't know where you're at in your life. I hope to be in my life at some point like that, where I complain about keeping my money instead of having to pay it to the federal government. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to make a YouTube short here soon, but because I want to make one on this, because I feel like this would be like the perfect content for this. But right before I started the video, I was like, I wonder if I just Google like wasted government spending, just see what pops up. And I don't know if you know or not. I don't know if you've ever like looked into this or just heard it cursory on the fringes. Somebody just randomly talking to you about all the ways the government wastes money. I'm sure you have. I mean, it's not crazy, but just some of the like the weirder things they spend money on is just absolutely insane. I don't know if you're watching the video and you got some random one that you remember from here, just drop in the comments. I'd love to see it, because I'm sure there's some crazy thing that I've never heard of that you have that the government just fucking blew our money on. And in my quick Google before I pop the video on, I see a couple, and it's like the classic ones. I mean, COVID was horrible. Like during COVID, they were wasting money on all kinds of shit, like left and right. Money's just flying out the window, and they're just writing it off, spending like crazy on stuff we obviously don't need. One of them, the ones I just looked at, was like I think it said $200 million to small artists, as in music artists, and like small business basically, and artists, and Lil Wayne, Post Malone, and I think it was either Bruno Mars or John Legend, one of the other people that received $10 million each in COVID funds. They're fucking multi-millionaires. Like, I'm assuming it's because to pay their staff or something like that. Like, I don't know, they're fucking touring staff or something. Dude, they're already rich as fuck. Why are we giving taxpayer money to these fucking people? Like, what are you doing? I mean, the classic one from COVID was in one of the COVID bills, they gave $10 million to Pakistan for gender programs. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What the fuck and they don't know what it means, and that's that's the whole purpose of the way they write these bills and spend the money. They leave it as vague as possible, and that lets them spend the money in any fucking way they want to. And by that, I mean they basically just route it back to themselves, is what it seems like is happening. And I don't know, but this shit, I mean, that kind of shit just pisses me off, because every year, I mean, what are we taxed at now? I don't know. I'm in Ohio. We have a 7%, a little bit over 7% sales tax. I think my federal taxes, like the last tax bracket I'm affected by, is like a 22% tax, and then I get hit with some more income taxes for like where I work in like the school district and stuff like that. I mean, I'm probably close to paying at least like a 20 to 25, like at least over 22 for the federal one. and I'm probably close. I'm pushing probably like 25% tax of my money is just gone to taxes. I never see that money, and it's just taken right out the check each week, every other week. And I mean, the more money you make, the more you get taxed until you hit like ultra rich status, and you can like, I've said that twice today. I don't know the fuck I keep saying status. You fucking hit ultra rich status, and you can basically finagle your way and take advantage of the tax system, which is basically set up to benefit the richest of the rich people, which are the politicians. So it makes perfect sense. You get in there, get super fucking rich, make all the rules benefit you. Very cool, very cool. So that's always great to hear. But until you're like a multi-millionaire, you're not really able to take advantage of all these benefits that our tax code has written into it to basically give the upper hand to super rich people. And I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I think most people just don't pay attention because it's not worth, I don't know, like they just don't have the time maybe or something like that. I understand that a little bit, where it's like, I just don't want to worry with it. Like, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. We just got to pay the taxes. But, I mean, at what point does it get so crazy where they're just wasting your money that you actually start getting aggravated? Because I've been aggravated about it. And I mean, I'm sure if I brought it up, people would be like, yeah, that's whack. But they don't do anything about it. And I'm not going to say you can vote your way out of it either, because it's not like fucking Republicans and Democrats be spending money. It don't matter. They're spending it. Doesn't matter what political party they are. So I don't know if that's going to solve your problem, but at least I don't know what you could do. Locally, you could start getting involved and be like, what are we spending money on? Oh, yeah, fucking insane shit. Got it. I watched a video off Twitter the other day was like a Senate hearing or something, or it might have been a congressional hearing or something. And they're interviewing a guy, and they're basically like, how much does this bag of bushings cost? And it's basically circles, washers. And the guy's asking him, how much do these cost? What are they for? Blah, blah. And they're airplane bushings that go on the military planes. But they're just the same as regular bushings that are used in other plane engines and stuff. Because, I mean, the military engine might be a little better, but it's still made by a public company that creates it. And it was a bag of bushings. He's holding them in his hand. And, I mean, there's a couple hundred of them probably in the bag or something like that. And you'd have to fact check me, but I'm gonna take him for his word. 90 grand for a bag of metal washers. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I know exactly what they're doing. I don't know why I keep saying it. They're fucking funneling money to their own pockets is what they're doing. And we're just letting it happen in a lot of ways. And it's just insane. I told you about the 10 million to the music artist people already, the 100 million to music artists, 10 million to Pakistan gender program. Another 15 million for Pakistan was for democratic efforts, whatever the fuck that means. What was the one? 600 million for Egyptian tourism to improve Egyptian. The United States has to be the most insane country to just throw money around the world. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but China does a thing called the Belt and Road Initiative. And if you've never heard of it, look into it a little bit more. But the rundown is China takes their money, which is, I mean, I don't know how much Chinese citizens get taxed, but I'm assuming it's a lot because the government's authoritarian fucking communist government, so it's fine. But the Belt and Road Initiative is basically the Chinese government comes in, offers loans, a lot of times predatory loans, to developing countries to build up their infrastructure, and then basically when they can't pay the loan back, China takes over it. She takes over the infrastructure. So they're basically like seeding little economic development bases around the entire world. Meanwhile, the United States is fucking investing money into Egyptian tourism? What the fuck? Like, I mean, and I wish I didn't have to just talk to myself to the fucking camera, because this is the easiest thing to be like, dude, what the hell? Like, this is like a perfect man on the street video if you walked up and were like, did you know the U.S. government spent $600 million to increase tourism to Egypt? And they would go, no, what the fuck? Like, why the hell are we doing that? Exactly. I don't know who the fuck agrees with that shit. So that's why I don't understand why we're doing it, but I do understand. I said that previously. So you pay money, in my case, roughly 25% of my paycheck, quarter of my paycheck. If I make 80 grand this year, just 20 grand in taxes, basically 15, 20 grand, something like that, is going to just be taken from me and dispersed among all these dumb shits. And yeah, we get some good shit. Like, I'm fucking driving on an interstate highway right now. That's part of it. I get the idea. But fucking tighten the budget up, motherfucker. Like, how hard is it? And the government isn't audited in any way that's meaningful. I mean, they fucking audit themselves, and then they're like, whoops. That was another one I saw before I started this. I remember that one. Pentagon accounting error finds $6 billion for Ukraine that they didn't know that. Dude, fuck off. Fuck off. $6 billion? You just lost $6 billion, and you're like, oh, look at that. It was behind the fucking... It was in the coat rack. We found $6 billion in the fucking closet. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus Christ. And people just let it slide. I mean, it was news. It was like headline news for a couple days. But nothing gets done. Nobody gets punished. No, there's no consequences to these people. They're untouchable, apparently. You can't fuck with them in any way. And it's just... I mean, it's going to get more insane. It's just going to get worse. We spend more and more money each year. We never cut back. So, I mean, the money's just going to keep going out the window into different pockets, apparently, into different hands. We're just going to keep giving it away, giving it to random people. Throw some money to Israel. Throw some money to Ukraine. Throw it to everybody. I mean, why don't we just... I mean, we already fund all of the UN, basically. Like, or NATO, at least. Not the UN. NATO, the military alliance that's in Europe, basically. We fund more than anybody else by a ton, and it's supposed to be relative to your GDP, but nobody pays their fair fucking amount, except the United States just covers everybody's check, I guess. We'll just pick up the tab for fucking everybody else, and then meanwhile, it's like, oh, are you a U.S. citizen who's struggling? Fuck off. Fuck off. We're raising the taxes on you too. Fucking all the prices, everything are going up. Fucking suck a dick. I don't have time to hear your fucking whining. It's like, I don't know how much longer it lasts without people getting upset, and I'm yelling and fucking shit in this video. I don't know. The mic might be fucking up because I'm talking too loud, but I mean, I feel like I wish more people were a little more invested in it, to be like, hey, you take a bunch of our money and then you just fucking squander it all over the world, or you just take it and basically run it through a bunch of you launder the money into your own fucking pockets as a politician. So maybe that's the end goal we got to get with this YouTube channel. I'll just make the YouTube channel until it gets big enough, and then I'm going to run for Congress, and then we got to become a multimillionaire by fucking insider trading and doing whack budgeting deals where basically I just pay my friends to pay, who then pay me in a roundabout way and shit. Got it. That's what we're doing. Okay. So that's all I had. Like I said, it's Friday. It's a good day. I like getting amped up every once in a while, just fucking yelling at myself in the car, I guess, but it's a fun time. If you got something out of the video, if you like it, leave a comment or leave a like and drop a comment. The craziest government spending you've ever seen. If you have an example from your real life, that'd be the best shit, honestly. If you work in the government or anything like that, that'd be nice. I think there was some back in the day about the Air Force spending like a couple $1,000s on coffee cups or something like that. So if you got something like that, let me know. I'd love to read it. Love to infuriate myself reading a nice comment about how the government fucking takes your money and then blows it on stupid shit, like a little kid with their fucking mom's credit card. So I don't know. Enjoy your weekend. Don't think about the taxes too much. I'll catch you guys Monday.